هل تعلمون أن هناك بلدة مارونية في قبرص وتحديدا في المنطقة الشمالية الواقعة تحت السيطرة التركية؟ تعالوا نخبركم قصة كورماكيتيس. كلمة كورماكيتيس هي تحريف يوناني لعبارة كورماجيتي التي أطلقها سكانها الذي يعود أصلهم إلى بلدة كور البترونية، وقيل إنهم وصلوا إلى جزيرة قبرص ابتداء من القرن الثامن وهم يرددون نحن جينا وكور ما إجت. ولكن كما سنرى بقيت بلدة كور راسخة في وجدانهم وظلوا يمارسون عاداتهم وتقاليدهم وطقوس الكنيسة المارونية. سمحت الهجرة المارونية إلى قبرص التي بدأت بشكل طوعي واشتدت لاحقا بفعل اضطهاد المماليك والعثمانيين لأهالي جبل لبنان إلى تكاثر البلدات المارونية في الجزيرة كما عدد أهاليها. أما المأساة الكبرى فقد جاءت عام 1974 عندما أدى الغزو التركي لشمال قبرص إلى نزوح أكثرية الموارنة إلى الجنوب، لا سيما إلى المدن أي لارنكا وبافوس ونيكوسيا، فرحل من رحل وبقي من بقي. اليوم يقدر عدد المقيمين في كورماكيتيس ب100 شخص فقط، لذلك قررت أن أشارككم لمحة عن حياتهم اليومية. فما هي الرسالة التي يريدون إيصالها؟ تعالوا نعرفكم اليوم عن الأستاذ أنطوني حاجي روسوس، النائب السابق عن الأقلية المارونية في قبرص. Can you tell us more about yourself, Mr. Deputy?
Okay, I am from the village of Kormakitis. My name is Antonis Haji Roussos. I was born in Kormakitis until 12 when I went to Nicosia to an English school on the board, as in the boarding house for 6 years. And then I worked for the government of Cyprus for a few years, 2, 3, 4 years. And then I went to England and studied accounting. I was working with Price Waterhouse and Coopers and Lybrand. And then at some stage I decided to become a deputy of the Maronites of Cyprus. So in 1996, I was elected for the first time, and I stayed there for 20 years, for periods of 5 years. I was elected all the times. And then I decided to leave, and Yanakis Mousas became the representative of the community. So for these 20 years, I learned a lot about the community. I tried to make the community survive in these difficult times after the war in Cyprus in 1974. And I believe now we managed to keep some of our villages, which is
They are 4.
At least 2 of the villages. They are free, the other not free, under occupation, but we can live here. Okay. The other 2, they are military camps.
Okay. And how is the relation with the Turkish majority and the Turkish army that is occupying the north?
We are a very quiet community. We believe that we are a small community and we cannot do much. So we are waiting for the 2 bigger communities, like the Greek Cypriot community and the Turkish Cypriot community, to find a solution to the Cyprus problem. We are waiting now for 50 years. We know that we don't have much time to survive as a community because of the assimilation with the Greek Orthodox community. So we are trying very hard to keep our people remaining in the villages, but it's very difficult because there are no jobs, there are no schools, there are no, a lot of things which make a community, to survive.
Yes. In 1974, when partition happened, many of the residents moved to the south of Cyprus. Do you believe that they will return to their homeland one day?
Well, in 1974, we are about 2,000 people in the village, for example, in Kormakitis, 5,000 in the 4 villages. But eventually, slowly, they were leaving because, as I said before, there were no schools and no work to occupy the people.
Yes.
So they decided to leave and take their children to schools in in the south, and to build their houses and start a new life in the south of Cyprus. We are living in many places in the south of Cyprus, like Nicosia, the majority. We live in Limassol, Larnaca, Paphos. So it was split all over
the cities.
In the cities, yes, mainly.
Okay. And how many permanent residents are there here in Kormakitis?
Now we have only about 60 remaining in the village who stayed all the way, but we have some more people coming in because when I was representative of the community, I managed to persuade the government to pay some grants to people who want to return back to their villages. And they put a system in the government that anybody who wants to come to return back to their villages, they will pay them a certain amount, like 500 and 600 euro per month. So we have quite a lot who return to Cyprus, to the villages. So now we are about 250 in the village, living in the village during the night and going to working in Nicosia and coming back. Now the new representative, he managed to get a permission to open a school at the village. So we hope that more people will come to the villages. This is the village of Kormakitis and Karpasha. These are two villages who can return.
But the main Maronite village today is in Kormakitis, no?
The main village is the biggest village, which 50% of the Maronite population used to live in Kormakitis.
Kormakitis. Okay. I heard that the EU Commission, the European Commission, helped in granting some aids to the people who wish to come back. Is that true? Or they did?
No,
they
it's the government of Cyprus. It's not the European Union.
Okay.
The European Union, they gave us some funds to renovate some of the buildings like this one, for example.
Okay.
It was with the European money that we managed to renovate. The square of the village also with the European Union funds. That the opposite, the village, the coffee shop opposite again was renovated. And we managed also to do a museum, cultural museum, with the help of the European Union. And they usually give us some funds to renew the village.
Okay. To end with, what's your message to the Maronite community in Lebanon and in the world?
Well, the Maronite community of Cyprus, they are struggling to survive. In the past, we used to visit Lebanon quite often. We used to see the president of Lebanon, who used to be Maronite, and they encouraged us to, ethically, not financially, but ethically, we are encouraged to remain
in your homeland,
as a community in the homeland. Also, we used to visit the patriarch of the Maronites. Again, he used to come here once or twice. We had a very close relationship with Lebanon in the past. Now, things are not that easy in Lebanon as well. So we lost a bit of our communication with the Lebanese government. We have a big land in our villages, some of it quite valuable land, like seashores. You see, we have seashore on that side, also on the other side, on the north. So we have a lot of land which remains virgin, no development at all. We cannot develop ourselves. We have some people in the village who can afford to do some development, but they are afraid to do development. So what we are asking from the Lebanese, and I tried many times to persuade Lebanese investors to come and make some projects in our villages so that people can return back. Yes. Because without activity, without investment in our areas, nobody comes. Yes. So
the battle today is economic, not
economic,
military.
It's financial, because otherwise we are going to be assimilated, as I said before, and live in the south and forget our villages, because there is no activity, there is no life in the village.
Hopefully not.
So we beg that the Lebanese people come and do things in this village, because Maronite land, developed by Maronites worldwide, is possible. But Maronite land to be sold so that projects are made, Maronites will not benefit.
Yes.
So their land will disappear.
Hopefully
so this is
not.
what we want from...
Hopefully not. Thank you, Mr. Deputy.
Thank you. Thank you.
إذن في ظل الاحتلال التركي لشمال قبرص يعيش الموارنة القبرصيون مرحلة دقيقة جدا ينازعون فيها للحفاظ على ما تبقى من هويتهم وتقاليدهم التي لطالما حافظوا عليها إنما يرونها تضمحل أمامهم. فلغتهم التي هي مزيج من اللغة السريانية واللهجة اللبنانية هي مهددة بالانقراض. فهل تنقرض في المستقبل القريب ومعها ما تبقى من موارنة قبرص؟